Kira Mulvaney from HBO telling you to check out Jay Calderon, Boxing Talk.
What's up, y'all? It's Jay Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's Boxing Talk. Over the past weekend, Mexico's biggest superstar, Canelo Alvarez, put on a dominant performance against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now, this was a fight where many people knew that this fight was going to be a mismatch, that Canelo Alvarez was the better skillful fighter, and he proved it in this fight by dominating 12 rounds in a pitch-perfect shutout against Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. was a total embarrassment to his family and to all Mexican fans around the world because he just did not put up a fight. Now, we knew that he wasn't on the same level as Canelo, but at 164 pounds, he made the catch weight. A lot of boxing experts were very shocked that he was actually able to make the weight. I wasn't, because I knew that he had a very good team in place to make the weight. A lot of people are questioning, was he weight drained? Possibly so. Yours truly, Jay Calderon, was in Las Vegas for this fight, and I saw him at the weigh-in, and he did not look good. He looked basically drained. I'm not going to make an excuse for Chavez. I was going for Canelo Alvarez, but I just felt that Chavez's strength and his size would put him in a very good position to put up a good, entertaining fight. And we just didn't get that. It was a boring fight. It was a one-sided fight. And Canelo just did whatever he wanted because Chavez refused to let his hands go. His corner pleaded with him over and over again, round after round, to throw more punches. And it looked like he was just scared to throw anything because he was worried about Canelo's counterpunching. Because Canelo was very sharp. He was quick. He was landing his jab. He was out-jabbing the taller fighter. He was also getting on the inside with some good body work. And he was just ripping shots with his hooks and his straight right hands and landing cleanly and accurately with those hard shots. Now, I knew that Chavez was not going to get knocked out. I know a lot of people was talking about that Canelo took it easy on him, that he didn't want to knock him out in front of his legendary father. I think that's just total nonsense. This man wanted to beat him down, and he did exactly that. He put a beating on Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. has a great chin. He wasn't going to get knocked out. He's a bigger man, and Canelo's power is not going to be effective against a bigger fighter the way he did when he was knocking out welterweights. He's fighting bigger men. That punching power is not going to be the same. He's still a very good, strong puncher, but he's not going to knock these guys out just that easily. Where does Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. go from now? I think he should retire. He should be very ashamed of his performance. He did not put up a good fight, and he got a very good payday in this fight, and he let a lot of people down, including his father. He should just basically walk away from the sport and retire. Canelo Alvarez now has the satisfaction as the biggest name in Mexico right now. He is the superstar and the pride of that country. Now, at the end of the fight, it was a very big surprise to many that it was announced right there in the ring that he will be facing Gennady Triple G Golovkin on September 16 of this year. And it was a very big moment in boxing to make one of the biggest fights of 2017. And it's been a great year for boxing with all these excellent matchups that have been put together. And this fight right here is perhaps the top of the top, best versus best in the middleweight division. At 160 pounds, this fight will take place, and the fight is already the done deal. The contracts are already signed. The location has not been determined. I know there's a lot of people in play, especially Dallas Cowboy Stadium, where they hold a lot more people, but I tell you this now, this fight is going to be in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena because they were involved with the revealing of this fight being done in their house. And nobody brings the amount of money that Las Vegas brings. This is a big fight town. There's no other atmosphere right here in the United States like Las Vegas for a big fight. And I already can't wait. A lot of boxing fans are salivating right now for this fight. You got a lot of Triple G fans, a lot of Canelo fans going back and forth about who's going to win. I think that this is a true 50-50 fight. It's an excellent fight. Triple G is the bigger man, and you saw that Canelo, when he hits a guy that's bigger, he doesn't blow him away that easy. I don't think he's going to knock out Triple G. Canelo Alvarez also has a great chin, and I believe that he could last 12 rounds against Triple G. Both men have very good power. Both men are very good fighters. Triple G is an outstanding silver medalist in the Olympics. He has that pedigree from the amateurs, and he has been a professional and a world champion now for over 7 years. He's had 18 title defenses, and he has a very strong jab. He can box. He can cut off the ring very well. He's an excellent body puncher, and he has that thudding punching power. Now, Canelo Alvarez is perhaps the quicker of the two. With his quick combinations, he knows how to jab very well. He has good defense, and he knows how to win in these big fight situations. So you got to give Canelo Alvarez a lot of credit. This man said that he's not afraid. We know that Golden Boy was just trying to make enough money as possible before making this fight to make this fight even bigger and make the fans wait. These guys made a lot of money in between over the last 2 years building this fight by Canelo facing Amir Khan and then Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Those were big money fights for him. Those were big fights to up his profile worldwide. And also Gennady Golovkin going to England in front of a huge crowd to face Kell Brooks, and then coming to Madison Square Garden in front of a sold-out crowd to face Daniel Jacobs in a very big fight that a lot of people feel that he basically lost that fight, or it was close enough to be a draw, but he just escaped the victory in that fight. And a lot of people feel that he's beatable against Canelo Alvarez, especially after this performance that Alvarez put on. So you look at the business aspect, which Golden Boy did. They kept it on the wraps. I knew this fight was going to take place in September. I was preparing myself for this fight to take place in September. I said in my previous video that this fight was basically a done deal and they were keeping it under wraps. But I didn't know that they were going to reveal this fight right after the fight was over. Some WWE feeling. Announcing the fight and having Triple G come into the ring. It was a very good excitement. The fans went crazy in Las Vegas once they heard the announcement that this is an official done deal. These guys will be in the ring September 16th. Can't wait. 50-50 fight. May the best man win. But I'm Team Triple G, and I'll be rooting for Triple G on that night. I like Canelo Alvarez. He's a great fighter, young fighter that's taking on everyone. Has a very good resume right now with a lot of big names on it. So you got to give him credit. This is going to be a great, great fight, and I can't wait. But that's my final take on this fight and the fight that took place this past weekend. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Please, it's very important that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that little red subscribe button. Put your email information in so you get all my video notifications once I drop a new video. Follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Twitter at J Calderon Boxing. And join the Facebook boxing page, J Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching and please subscribe.